Welcome back, everybody. So as you can see, the zl1 has been in hibernation for a few months. It's still cold and snowy here. It's February, so she's not going to be hitting the street or the tracks anytime soon. Last week I picked up a couple barrels of E85 for it. It's just regular E85 pump gas, and tested out about 82%, which is good because I got to dilute it down to around 65 to 70% anyhow for the current fuel pump and injectors that I have in it right now. Anything more than that, I start running out of fuel for duty cycle on my injectors. I'm running 1050 injectors and aux pump, DSX aux pump. So first round of mods is I'm going to take the cover off, obviously get it up on the quick jacks, pull the front tires, because I'm going to be upgrading the daytime running lights and the fog lamps with a set of Diode Dynamics bulbs and see how those look. So pretty simple mod for the first mod of the season, and I'm going to start there. I got lots of other stuff planned, suspension, I'm going to upgrade the supercharger pulleys and a couple other things, but I'm going to start with the lights. So we'll start there. So one of the things I did do this winter is I put in a battery doctor just to keep the battery charged up while it's in the garage. So I'll kind of show you where I wired it. So it just has a quick disconnect, which I'm going to unplug here, just like that. Spare tire cover for a spare tire that doesn't come with the car. Seems to be no. This is the inflation kit instead of the spare tire. It's pretty simple, just wired to the battery and the lead went up to there, and then I just ran the plug outside for the battery tender, or battery doctor is the brand, and seems to work really good. Keeps charge up. I seem to have a little bit of a parasitic loss after a couple months just sitting, so kind of nice to make sure my battery's good. So just to kind of see a before and after, you can see the color of the lights. The daytime running lights and the fog lights have that yellow look to them, where the headlights, the HID halo lights, have the nice bright white. So hopefully these bulbs from Diode Dynamics will look really good after the install. I also have some side markers that are LED. These are the factory ones that are just been kind of smoked out using some nightshade, just a quick and easy method of smoking them out. They look good during the day with the lights are off, but when they're on they don't look the greatest. So I'm going to change it out. In the back, last fall I upgraded the rear tail lights to these I think they're Hero, I believe is the brand. So those are the kind of 6th gen tail lights. Also had the rear lower bumper completely smooth and painted as well, and underneath here you can see it's all smooth versus the factory textured. I also had some paint protective film put on as well, because I'm pretty sure that'll get chipped up. So hopefully with the new side markers and the new bulbs I'm going to be putting in, the Diode Dynamics bulbs up front, should look a little nicer and kind of clean up the appearance of the car a bit on the back. So I'm going to start by pulling the wheels, pulling the inner fender wells, and then it should be just a simple bulb change in the front for the daytime running lights and the fog lights. So the fender liner's out now, as you can see. There's a whole bunch of 7mm bolts on the bottom section and 20 Torx along the side, as well as these GM push rivets, plastic rivets that hold the liner in as well. So it's a little bit of a bugger to take off, but by doing so you can see how easy it is to do a bulb change. This is your HID primary headlight bulb, and then you got your daytime running light bulb and your fog lamp bulb. So it's going to be a super easy, quick change out of the bulbs. You can see this is kind of a neat view. You can see the Rotofab 5-inch big gulp setup. So you can. This is where the old washer pump reservoir used to sit. So with the big gulp, that had to be relocated to underneath the hood. So you can kind of see the airflow and kind of wide open path of air for the air filter. You can also see the brake cooling ducts that I still have in place. Those are factory to cool the factory 6-piston Brembo brakes. The coating, clear coating on my calipers are worn away from heat and use, but you know, I drive it. It's not a garage clean by any means. So now that that's all out of the way, it's going to be a quick change of the bulbs, and it's the same thing on the other side. Pull the wheel, pull the liner, and to access the bulbs are exactly the same on the passenger side. So I'm going to go ahead and change the driver's bulb and fog light bulbs now. So here's the old bulbs, just regular bulbs. Here's the new LEDs from Diode Dynamics. So wearing gloves whenever I do any kind of work with headlight bulbs. Sometimes the oil from your skin can affect the bulbs. It's more the old style bulbs like this, where it can cause premature failure of the bulbs from oil from your hands. So just to be safe, I'm going to be wearing some latex gloves while replacing them. So I'll go ahead and put them in now. So that was a pretty easy bulb install. Next thing I'm going to do is the side marker on the driver's side. So it's just a matter of pressing with a prying tool to release the old one. And this is the new one. And it's just an LED, and they're marked left hand, right hand. Pretty generic. I can't remember. I think I got them off of eBay somewhere. So we'll see what kind of quality, how it looks. But yeah, so that's the LED replacement. So I'm going to just pry with the plastic prying tool. There's just a little clip here. right there, and that side marker should just pop out, and I'll change it out with the new side marker on the driver's front here, and see how that looks. A little bit of a screw around to get that side marker in. The fitment isn't perfect. You kind of got to tweak the tab a little bit to get it to sit in there just right, and to have the bulb socket line up properly. Kind of a little bit of a screw around, but got in there. It's sitting in there really secure now, and it looks good. Here, I'll just hit my remote here. As you can see, that looks way better than the other one. I'll just compare it to the other side marker. Looks so much cleaner. That'll look really nice when all 4 of them are done. So yeah, really happy with that. So I'll go ahead and put the inner fender well back in and do the exact same on the other side. Here I'll show you a side-to-side comparison of the lights. There's the factory. There's the diode dynamics on the driver's side. A lot nicer color. Then I'll go turn on the fogs. There's the fog lights, there's the factory fog lights, there's the diode dynamics fog lights. So way nicer, all the same kind of color, matches up nice. There's the LED marker installed compared to factory one. Liking how that looks so far, so I'll go ahead and do the other side now. Now that the front's all done on both sides of the car, I should be able to just pull the rear wheel liners out, the wheel well liners in the back, and be able to access the drivers and passengers side markers. Should be just as easy to change as the ones on the front, so I'm going to start with that. So just to show you kind of how these rear ones clip in, let's see if I can get the camera in here. You can see the clip on the inside of the rear fender well right there. Needs to be pried. Somehow, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this and film it at the same time, but basically that's got to be pushed in, and then the whole thing just like it's pushed in, and then it tilts out, and then you unplug it just like the other ones. Well, those look pretty good. Match up with the new rear tail lights. Really like that. That's way cleaner looking. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the wheel well back on and do the other side. So the lights are all done. Really happy how it turned out. Those back marker lights look so much better. See if I can turn some lights off in the garage here. Yeah, still pretty bright in here. Much cleaner looking than the factory ones. Daytime running lights are all the right color now. No more yellow, which they're off right now, but let's see if I can get my fogs on. Looks so much better. Really happy how that turned out. So all done, tires back on, all torqued up, off the quick jacks. Really happy with the lighting and with the new diode dynamic driving lights and fog lamps. Should look pretty good and be a lot brighter at night. So that's it, just a quick video on the lighting upgrade. I'd really recommend the diode dynamic lighting bulbs. They seem really good, as long as they don't burn out, which I'm sure they won't. They got a good reputation. So yeah, we'll see how she looks at night. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.